everyone, welcome to my channel. Benvenuto tutti. And hey, Rainbow here. So here's what I'm going to talk about today. Okay. From what I understand, Ducati Connect has a big upgrade coming. Now, how it integrates and how they're going to update that display, I don't know. What I'm curious about is whether or not they're going to continue to kind of funnel us into using Sygic and Sygic only. Now, I believe Sygic is out of Slovakia. I've had some issues with it, and I'm going to show you what those issues look like in this video. All right, but basically, I'm really curious within the next few weeks, and possibly sometime in the beginning of February, when Ducati Connect rolls out a major upgrade, and if it also includes having to upgrade the firmware in the TFT. I guess we'll see. But this is specific about Sygic and some of the problems that I've had with Sygic specific to the United States, specific to North America. Well, for me, the United States, okay? I've used Sygic in Lithuania, Poland, I've used Sygic in Italy without really any major problems. But in the United States, I just don't think they're where they need to be yet. And unfortunately, if you want to look at the display and have a map, Sygic is the only thing that works with Ducati Connect at this time. Hopefully they'll allow us the ability to choose other mapping. I know for me, my number one choice is always, well, not always, but for now and has been, is Waze. Waze is Google based, but it has a lot of the traffic and other information there kind of in somewhat real time because everyone's tied in with that. I actually like it better than Google Maps, even though it's a Google product. And many times Waze told me to do something and I was like, screw you, I know where I'm going. And I was wrong. Not because I didn't know where I was going, but because it was trying to route me around traffic. And I ended up paying the price. So far, about 99.9% of the time, listening to Waze works. But I digress. This is about Sygic. Please watch and enjoy. Thank you. So when we take a look at Sygic, and let's just start from scratch, okay? Now, with Sygic, the problem we have is that in North America, a lot of the waypoints are just way off. And some of the names are off, and some of the addresses are wrong for the names of the companies. So if you search by a specific address, you might do better than if you just pick a waypoint by the name of a business, for example. So let's open up Sygic, okay? And let's try to find somewhere, okay? Now, Triumph of Pompano Beach, Ducati Forza. I go there frequently, okay? That's my dealer. Now, I'll click on it. Here's the problem. It's showing it on 95, the main route, okay? Where it's actually located is where it says 880, even though that's not the correct address, it's showing it there. So if I say get directions, okay, this is what's going to happen. It's going to tell me that I've arrived at the business while I'm on an interstate, which means I'm going to be in between exits and I will not be able to get to where I'm going. Now, I know where I'm going. This isn't an issue, but if you don't know where you're going, which is why you would be using something like Sygic, this is going to be a problem because you're going to be like, why am I going here? All right. Now, what we can do is we can say, all right, let me try the actual address of 840 South Andrews Avenue. All right. No problem. So now we'll use the address, and the address will get you closer, but here's the problem. It has you stop on the main road. You actually have to go in here to get to the business. Again, the business is right around where this 880 is. So the waypoints are off, and it's not taking you directly to this location. It's stopping you on the nearest main road. Why, if that's the address, can't it take me up this little, right here, Southwest 80th,
through the parking lot and to the business. So this is a problem. Another problem I had is that where I live, the waypoint is off. So when I try to go somewhere from where I live, it has me going from the development next door. Well, the problem is I have no access to the development next door because where I live and that development does not connect, and it is a gated community. I'm not showing it here. Now, when I use this in Lithuania, in Italy, it seemed to have worked fine. Okay, you can see I was in Pakuonis, Lithuania, San Giacomo degli Schiavoni, where my great-grandparents are from. Pakuonis is where my other great-grandparents are from in that region, because I'm a mix of Italian, Polish, and Lithuanian. And everywhere else, Okeechobee. Here's one. I wanted to go to Palm Beach Town, Planning and Zoning and Building Department. All right, it says it's on West County Road in West Palm Beach. That doesn't even exist. The town of Palm Beach doesn't have anywhere that's located in West Palm Beach. It's in the town of Palm Beach. I was looking for the county and I couldn't find the county. So this was sort of a problem. Now the BMW motorcycles, it did appear to give me, that one seemed to have been a pretty good address to get there, but it was close. All right, so I was able to get there because that waypoint is correct. I've had just way too many issues with this app. And I gotta tell you that the Sygic app, and I pay for the premium, I'm not really happy with it. So I will not be renewing it because it just doesn't work in the United States. When I go to other countries, it's fine. So let's look at what I've done here. When I go here and I'll go to My Maps, you have to download the maps for each individual country or state in the United States. Italy is broken up into a few regions. So in Italy, you have to have Northwestern, Northeastern, Central, Southern, and Sardinia, all right? Lithuania only has one, but then each state is broken down. So where I travel through, for instance, I'm going to be going to Texas, I had to download the maps for Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, so I can work my way over there. So I have some other maps here just so I can go to Texas, but you have to download these. So if you don't realize you're crossing a border into another state, you're not, and this is what happened to me. I was in Florida, I just was going north, I decided to go to Georgia on a whim, and as I crossed into Georgia, the map kind of just disappeared and it became very basic and there was like nothing there. So I had to pull over, download the map for Georgia in order to look for the hotel that I was trying to stay at. So I'm sure that in Slovakia, they do a pretty good job of putting this together for Europe and maybe some other countries. But as far as the United States is concerned, I will not be renewing. Now, it says I have a premium subscription and it's active. But for the most part, it's been pretty much useless to me except when I go on vacation to Europe. As far as the United States is concerned, they have address problems, they have waypoint problems, and sometimes they have directional problems. So I just can't use it. The problem that creates is that with Ducati and Ducati Connect, the only option I have when you go to your Ducati Connect, you have, I wish this thing was better. You have one option, all right? And that is for Sygic. When I try to say, okay, more apps, this is it. I don't have any more apps, okay? There are no more maps. See, 00000. I have one item and it's just this, it's Sygic, and it's nothing more than Sygic. So right now, this is kind of useless to me. I don't know where it would come in handy. I will not be renewing my subscription. I did contact Sygic. I did tell them about the waypoint for Ducati Forza, and they haven't corrected it yet. I'm sure they have a long list of other things that they have to correct. But even when I put the actual address in, as you can see, it didn't take me to where I wanted to go, which again is a problem. So when we put the actual address of 840 South Andrews, which is located right over here, 840, it's right around where the 880 is, to be quite honest with you. But it didn't even get me that close. It stopped me here as though this is a waypoint, and it's not it, because these are the locations. So the business is mismarked, and it shows it on 95. And this is a place that I frequent. And again, and there was another location that I can't remember off the top of my head where it did the same thing to me. So 2 places that I go to, 2 out of 2, they're running 0% for accuracy. And anyway, so that's why I won't be renewing my Sygic, and I wish that Ducati Connect allowed us to hook in with maybe Waze or Google if you're in the United States. I could see me using this in Europe, like I said, but as far as the United States is concerned, Sygic isn't up to par yet. So I just wasted. I gained nothing. I just wasted my money by getting a premium subscription.
All right, so there you have it. There's all the information. You make the decision. Let's see what Ducati does with this. If we're allowed to use some other map programs, that would be great until Sygic gets their act together in North America, and we shall see. I'm not saying Sygic is a bad program. I'm just saying that it has too many problems in the United States right now, and it's not quite where it needs to be, especially since I'm a premium subscriber, which, as you already heard in the video, I won't be renewing. All right, this is Rainbow. Like and subscribe. Thank you, and have a good day.